For both of y'all, what was it like playing against Alexis tonight? She kind of went off, and what do you remember about her when she was at A&M?
It was fun to see Lex out there again. Just like old times playing pickup and stuff, but just focused on the game and trying to get the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was good to see her out there doing well. She's doing well at LSU. We're really proud of her. So, yeah.
For both of y'all, just what were y'all having success with in the first half, and just then in the second half, just what kind of got away from you?
I think honestly, I think it was maybe third quarter or that fourth quarter when they had got them 2 transition buckets, and the crowd had really got into it. And after that, the momentum had swung their way, and we had a hard time like breaking their run. So I think that was kind of like the changing point in the game. But I think we executed really well. Those 3 quarters and the fourth quarter kind of just got away from us.
Yeah, and also our focus on the rebounding kind of went down in that fourth quarter, and that was what was keeping us in the game and limiting their second shots. And we kind of lost focus of that in the fourth quarter, and that was a big thing for us.
Yeah, I mean, they had 16 offensive rebounds, and the second chance points was, I don't know, I can't find it, but I mean, the points they probably scored off those rebounds was huge, the turning point too.
This is for both of y'all. What's different about this LSU team than the ones you've seen the last few years?
Usually, I mean,
I've never been
can't
here.
really answer to that, but
So first year, so she could answer it.
last year, LSU known for like pressing in the zone. They played. Clearly, they're playing man this year, and they're not pressing as much because last year they were pressing usually for 40 minutes. And yeah, I mean they're still big though, and Kayla Pointer's still here. She's a really good guard, and she did everything a lot tonight for her team to keep them in it. So, all right, thanks.
Good to see y'all again for the last time, but we'll be playing at our place, and hopefully we'll play each other in the SEC tournament, but it's always good to come to LSU. We ate at Mike Anderson's last night, best hush puppies in America, great food. It's always good to come down here. This is what a rivalry is supposed to be about. Same in football and the other sports. It's not about us in Texas. It's about us in LSU. That's a rivalry. And we play it that way in every sport. Later on, 3-4 years ago, it'll be Texas and Oklahoma and whatever. But we got the best conference in America in every sport. We live it. We dream it every day. And we try to live up to it. We were the better team for about 3/4 of the game. LSU was definitely the better team in the fourth quarter. They did what they had to, and it starts with Pointer. Everything starts with Pointer. And 8 assists, 2 turnovers, 17 points, wanting the ball. When they go down to the last second shot, and we talked about keeping the ball out of her hands, but we never did that whole last quarter. They just reversed it to her. She created for herself or for others or Morris. Give them credit. We got them in the foul trouble. They got us in the foul trouble. But both fives on both teams have got to learn how to play this game without the ticky-tack fouls that both of our 2 kids got. And I'm sure Kim will be addressing that with her kid, and I've got to address it with mine, but mine's had that problem all year. I've got to get her to play 30 minutes a game like the big girls in this league are doing. But Jada Malone came in, the freshman, did a very serviceable job. I thought she hung in there. The shots that we were getting in the first half, we were sharing the ball, moving, hitting some timely threes, finding Destiny, and yeah, you could say it's an off night for our 2 leading scorers. Yeah, and Wells and Nixon. A lot of that was due to LSU's defense, and a lot of that was the ball just didn't go in. And the majority of those shots by Wells, I'd take again every day. She just didn't hit them today. But a lot of it's LSU's defense, a lot of it's trying too hard. But the crowd was great. I want you to have a sellout against South Carolina. This is a no excuse not to have a sellout against South Carolina. Questions?
Yeah, Gary, it looked like defensively y'all did a good job of keeping them from scoring inside. Would you talk a little bit about your...
Well, we had to. We had 3 posts sitting there in College Station. So I had 2 5s. I had no 4s. We had to play small ball, and that was the difference. It's hard. It doesn't matter. Pitts ended up getting 11 rebounds, and she had to fight for every doggone one of them because she's 5'10". And they could keep rotating their bigs in, and they hurt us on offensive. But when we had to play that small, we didn't have an answer, particularly with Roby getting the fouls that she did and limited minutes. Leaving 3 post players at home, but my gosh, we're showing up to play. Okay?
Was that for COVID reasons?
That's generally what it is.
And would you comment on Alexis Morris? You coached her a little bit last year, so and what she did today.
She's the only kid in America that's played for 4 Hall of Fame coaches. Think about that. 4 Hall of Fame coaches. She earned it. She was a great player when she got to us. She was a great player at Baylor. She could have been a great player at Rutgers if she'd stayed healthy. And sometimes people need change in their life or playing time in their life. Obviously, she would have been playing a lot for us, but this is why this wonderful world of portal is going on. I ain't seen you leave and go to the New York Times. You're staying right here, okay? I'm proud of people that stay in their jobs and the hardworking people, but the generation that we're in right now, maybe it's time for somebody else to be able to handle all of the football transfers, the portals, and all of that. It's not a lot of fun coaching this way anymore.
Obviously, just after the break that y'all had to start off conference play, just where do you feel like y'all are at? I mean, offensively with the looks y'all are getting and just how y'all are creating offense right now.
Due to COVID, Vanderbilt and Rice. First-year coaches get in, they have small rosters due to portal, and it's hard to get first-year coaches to have 14 players on scholarship like myself or Kim might have. And I'm proud of the 11 that competed. And we would have played Vanderbilt with 2 short there. But this is what we're going through. I don't have the answer for it. I just hope for the health of all the kids that are going through it. There's a whole lot of adults that are going through this as well. We don't have a cure. And I think that's where all the research that needs to go with it. But where my team is right now, we got to worry about being good enough to make the NCAA tournament, good enough getting your first W. So this means I'm opening up on the road against LSU and Tennessee before I play a home game. And I'm hoping like hell I get to play that home game. But who knows? But at A&M, we're testing. We're doing everything by the book. We're testing. Day after Christmas, whether you're unvaccinated or vaccinated, we're testing. And as a result, we're showing up to play. Look, Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, Gary, you gave Kim the gift of Kayla Pointer, and she gave you a gift basket. Is that a fair trade?
No. You know, it's funny. I was looking at the Louisiana Tech 1980-81, won the national championship, and she was holding my daughter Paige up in a picture, and we were all taking a team picture as an informal thing. And my daughter was just squalling. Well, I'm squalling a little today because Kim got the best of me, but I've lost here too many times in a row. It doesn't matter who's coaching. I've got to figure out how to win at LSU. Okay? Mike Anderson's is great. TJ Ribbs is great, but I've got to figure out how to win a ball game and play 4 quarters. I appreciate everything. It's Mulkey's Day. Sell this thing out. This is a no excuse. You should have a sellout coming up. Thank y'all.